Runk.
Hey, what's up? It's Lifeline. Yippee! Episode 164. Happy birthday to Joan Rivers and Frank Grillo. It's their birthdays. Isn't that great? Sign up for Lifeline Luxury if you want. You'll catch all of our Lifeline Luxury episodes. There's over 50. There's probably over 60. And there's also 2 live episodes that you can't see unless you're part of the Patreon. So store that in your Pentium. And subscribe on YouTube. Thank you very much. Go see me on tour. ChrisDelia.com. I will be in St. Louis, Fort Lauderdale, Indianapolis, Irvine, California, Huntsville, Alabama, Miami, Florida, Houston, Texas. I got a bunch of different dates coming up. And then I start off my back onto my theater tour. I'm doing a bunch of clubs this summer, but I'm doing theaters again in September. I start with Utah. So let's go. ChrisDelia.com.
Go see him.
Yep.
Go see him.
You got a new phone case.
Got a new phone case. And that's what's going on there. Also, hey, everybody. It's free now. It's been free since its inception. But guess what? It's not going to be free for much longer.
When's
so
it not
make
gonna be
sure the end of this month, if you are at the OG Crew $5 a month tier, you will remain in it forever. No matter who else signs up after you, after we officially go live, you will get those perks forever, forever, forever. If you wait to do it after we officially launch, those perks will always and forever stay with the people who originally got on board, okay? It's like a little reward for me to you saying, hey,
like a little
thanks.
reward, it's like a little reward.
Thanks for jumping on the ship before we even took off. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a little reward,
Also, dude, Patreon is fucking so sick
Bleep it
now,
out.
dude. They have like their own private chats that you can make several of as like the creator. Yeah. And dude, you can just go FaceTime with any of the chats you want at any time.
Really?
And just be like, what's up, this crew? What? Yeah, dude.
Oh, that is cool. I got to go on
It's beta testing now. And only I have access to it.
I'm not a beta. Can I still get it?
Only I have access to it. I bet you don't have access to it.
I decided something. I'm actually going to be a beta from now on.
Okay, before we go into that, patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. Do it now. Do it now. Oh, not you. Okay, go ahead.
I am an alpha, okay, and that's fine, all right? I'm not even saying I don't brag about it,
So you said you are an alpha, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not anymore. I am choosing now to be a beta from now on. This way I don't have to deal with it. I'm going to do stuff like say, what? And fall.
But at your core, what will change? Come on. Falling and swallowing mid-sentence are like surface level things that betas
I guess I'll do more like sitting down and, looking uncomfortable. Like that? Like what?
You don't know what you don't even know what a beta is. You're not going to be one.
Oh, fuck, dude. I guess I got to keep kicking ass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
a bully.
That's what I've always thought.
I'm going to be what's under beta? Alpha, beta. What's the C one?
And
bleep it out. I'm going to be a
Charlie.
gamma.
Charlie.
Yeah, I'm going to be a gamma.
On sets, it's Charlie.
Yeah. No, but the Greek alphabet, not Charlie.
Alpha, beta,
Gamma.
Chenzo.
I'm going to be gamma, the G one.
All right, what does that mean?
Really meek and just like
literally
approaching
on a leash.
people
On a leash, yeah.
with my hands together and praying that they pay attention to me.
Isn't it crazy that is some guy's fetish to do that?
Ew, yeah. Well, not ew. Well, no, not ew, but that makes me uncomfortable to even be like that.
It's mostly super wealthy, powerful people.
That is so weird, huh?
I'm telling you, I probably said this many times before, but I kind of got to know an actual like hush big money dominatrix.
Oh yeah.
And the things that she said about specific people, I was just astounded. Astounded, mate. Tarantino
What?
was one of the stories that she told me about.
Well, she could be lying, but
What she was saying was the most Tarantino-y thing I could possibly imagine. There's no way this girl was lying.
he was like, this sex scene starts in the middle of the story.
She also started telling me about this random agent that there's no reason I would know other than that I happened to know him.
Yeah, but they gussy those stories up sometimes.
I mean,
Anyway.
so doubtful of this person I met's story.
Yeah,
Why?
because people like to make shit out of nothing.
But then why don't you
me.
stop and say this about every single thing we talk about?
I do.
It would ruin every conversation.
I
It would
do.
ruin every conversation.
No,
about every story. You're like, well, make sure you never know if they're lying. Like, I know.
I usually say about people talking. If you heard something from somebody, I say, well, that's what they said. That's what I always think, no matter what it's about.
But that gets in the way of conversations.
It ends fun. It ends joy.
It ends joy.
Okay. Well, I guess gossiping is not something I want to be like on the front end of. But yeah,
I get it. But we're talking about dominatrixes who like to whose clients like to have their balls smashed with their high heels. That's of interest, I think, to the general public.
But you're saying who. So what I'm saying is it may not be true because this is just what some hooker said. You know what I'm saying?
There were a lot of that she did not give names to.
I know, but I'm just saying.
She was like, oh, you're a filmmaker? Right. And that impressed her because, well, I'm very impressive.
Right.
And so she was like...
And I step on my balls.
She was like, and then it got to Tarantino. And then this agent, and then she was like, yeah, it's mostly like really high-powered businessmen, really high-powered agents.
And they don't need to be Asians. Like a lot of people from all across
did
races.
You know male Asians have the craziest
they throw up on each other.
Well, probably.
And come, yeah. But anyway, this is a family show. So, but I would say I couldn't, I wonder if I could, like, you imagine being like really in one of those relationships where you're just like, can I, oh man, I just feel so weird to even just do that 1 second of it. It makes me feel truly upset. And I wonder if so that's got to be the kink, right? Like if you're thinking about it sexually, that's probably what the guy likes is that, I am one less, and I don't deserve stuff. Like that makes people turned on, right?
Yes.
That's
at the core of what's going on there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why they fight so hard to become big CEOs, because they want to prove to people. But still, what gets them the daddy rock hard is,
right, the big daddy rock.
Can I have a sandwich, please, if I may?
And then the woman's like, "No, you stupid little wimp."
Right, that doesn't turn me on at all.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I would just laugh. It would be like, "This isn't for me,"
Yeah, same. I would like to have that, though. It's probably fun to play like that,
I mean, yeah, if it's playful, if it's purely playful, maybe. But it's so counter to my fun for me.
But kinks are weird, though, because, like, people judge them so much, and they're so different, and they're so, like, there are so many different ones where you'd be like, what? Like, furries? Mm-hmm. Like, what, dude? Mm-hmm. Every now and then I travel to different cities, and there's a furry convention. It was in Atlanta. It happens, dude. It's really weird. It's done more than 2 or 3 times.
Tons of furries in the world.
But I don't know, what is that?
What is a furry?
No, I know what it is, but why is that something?
Something about anthropomorphizing and sexualizing animals is of interest.
But they're like neon green.
Humans. Yeah, dude. Well, part of the thing is they get to fully design themselves. So if they're
koala, come on me.
If they're fursona is what they're called. They're fursona.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If their fursona
I'm a bear, eat my pussy.
Is a raccoon, but also has like pink and purple streaks of hair and like big giant, raccoon titties. Then
suck my big giant raccoon titties.
Then that's what she is, and she probably gets like a costume built, or like some like if it's that might be too expensive, you put a costume together.
It's built as you go. It's like a kit car.
Yeah.
It's like the Fast and the
Or
Furious
you
cars.
could
until you get
custom
really
order
good.
something insanely expensive,
Right.
which sounds probably unlikely.
That is.
And then they're just like,
Whatever you just did, I know now that because you did that, I will not be able to have sex for another year. So that's fine. Just
what a
shut down.
what a superpower I wield.
Oh yeah, the Turnoff, Dr. Turnoff.
Yeah.
Now no sex for you for a year.
In Gotham.
Wow, so much Batman talk in both episodes. All right, let's go into our first one, huh? So much here.
Yo, what's up, Matt? What's
Bowie
up, Chris?
in the 90s,
Appreciate you guys. What I want to talk about is that
How much
I
grown-up
have an
child star?
apartment that I share with my girlfriend, and I have a lot of art on
Really
the
nice.
walls. And this art is art that I've made.
Oh.
And I want to make sure that the art that I made isn't taking over the space and making it about me. Because like I don't like that. That's not like a me thing.
Oh, okay.
But I make a lot of art, and
You made the lamp.
it's like what we have. So it's like if I don't put my art in the walls, we're going to Home Goods or
Right.
TJ Maxx or whatever it is, and buying art to put stuff on the walls that like means nothing. You know.
Yeah.
There's a way of making art and sharing it and
Yeah.
trading with other artists to
Right.
not have to buy new art because art's expensive. But like, I'm 28, you know?
Yeah. It's
Like-
tough out there. I get it.
I have a lot of, I built this. Like, this is like full of paintings. Like, you know, I've
That's cool he
paintings
does
up the
that.
wazoo, dude. I'm cool, and it's just a lot to
Cried after this.
go through and be like, all right, is this okay that I'm doing this? You know, and like this is obviously a conversation that I've had, but like, you know, if the answer is like this is
Cool
all we
place.
got, I don't know if that's overstepping, and
Well,
I don't like making things about me. I don't want this apartment to be about
yeah,
me.
but you want it to be the way you want it to be. Also, like it's your if she's cool with it.
It's your domicile, dude.
I mean, it looked like it was on the edge of being somewhat busy, but
Cluttered.
I wouldn't say it was like overboard.
It looked to me, honestly, like kind of like mom's house. Like you guys got a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but it's put in places that don't make you feel actually cramped while you're in there. But if you were to free up your mind a little bit and think, okay, taking away which things would open up the most space? You start there, you know. And that answer to that can actually surprise you because it might not even be a piece of art. It might be like a coffee table or something. Because art is hanging on a
your
wall
girlfriend.
or in a box somewhere. You know, art is not like on the ground. You got to hop over it on your way to the bathroom. So I don't think it's a sign of you anything, actually.
I just think that
You're
it's
just being conscientious of you and your partner's life.
yeah. I just think that it's not that. As long as she is
Yeah,
cool
that's
with
the
it,
key.
then it doesn't matter.
If she likes it or likes it enough to pretend she likes it, then there's no problem here.
There's also a weird thing about how like you're an artist, you want to make art, and then you want to hang it up, but then also you don't want people to see it. Like you got to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of artists. A lot of artists are like, but I don't want to be the center of attention. And it's like, why are you a fucking artist?
Yeah.
You know, comedians are that way. When you're like, dude,
Yeah.
guy, you just want to be on stage. It's fine.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, but so like you got to figure that out. But like that's as long as your girl's okay with it, I think it's fine. I mean, you like making art. You know who you making it for. If you're making it for yourself, you still hang it up in your apartment. You're not, you don't
Specifically going to hang it up.
yeah,
if it's
you don't
for
want to stack it up like you do. Like, you know, obviously you make too many pieces, so you're going to stack some up. But like, you know, rotate it out. Have fun, dude.
Yeah.
Get creative with it. You're creative. Get creative with it.
Rotate it out every month.
Hang stuff up on the outside so people drive by see it.
A new piece every month in every spot of the living room. It's like a new you and as
a lot
a
of work,
couple,
but yeah.
as a person.
True.
No, it's like 4 or 5 things on the wall. Yeah. Maybe one thing stays forever and always.
Maybe.
Nothing. Everything circles around it. It's the sun of your apartment. See, now we're getting somewhere. What's the Neptune? What's the Pluto? What's
high.
What's the country Earth?
So
what is
fucking
the
high.
continent Saturn?
Okay.
What is as it goes on, as it goes on, as it goes on. We learn.
Okay. Well.
Okay, so we've learned a lot from that, and I think we shall move on to our next submission. Sebastian.
Hey, Chris and Matt.
Oh.
Chris, want to thank you again for the advice on how to take pictures for my engagement without it being known that I was going to propose.
This was on golden hour, though.
But this is something that she does that really grinds my gears, blood red mad, all that good stuff.
So out of sync.
Anytime we get into any sort of argument, big or small, she now goes on her phone to ChatGPT and gives the whole breakdown of the conversation.
What?
Why she thinks she's right, what she's feeling. And then she'll screenshot it and send it to me, basically saying, hey, look, you're wrong. This is what I'm feeling.
Isn't that wild?
Instead of just thinking about it herself and us talking about it. So
that's
I don't know if anybody else deals
crazy.
with that, but ChatGPT is now her therapist, and it is always against me. Thanks,
wow,
guys.
that's so funny because she does it the way she wants. She writes in the way she wants to. And then this fucking dick did this. Check this out.
But honestly,
Yeah, he's a dick.
AI, as it currently is specifically designed to make the user, the one that is holding the computer or keys, happier. It skews the user. If I took the phone out of my brother's hand, then it would skew to me.
Does it?
Because I'm the one typing it.
No, but I'm saying, does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It really actually does. All of them do that. It's a massive, major flaw that they don't know how to figure out.
really?
Yeah. Because none of them are good. If none of them are worth shit.
Right.
If they act like someone who's afraid of you.
A beta. They're a beta.
Yeah. They're
I'm
like
the alpha in this ChatGPT.
acting like yes men. It's like
well,
only a maniac would design that, you know?
I know.
Like
That's
only
crazy.
fucking Elon Musk would come up with that shit.
Well, like it's like so anyway, here's what you should do. Your boyfriend's a bitch, clunk. And then there's a door closing sound. And
yeah,
then
dude. No,
I'm still here though.
Also know you are not alone. So many people are going through this right now in their relationships, in their families in school. Dude, I cannot convey this to you any clearer. End your relationship. End it.
Oh wow.
It has to end. That is not that. Here's why. We're at such a nexus point in society right now with AI that there's going to be a massive mini divots, massive splits, chasms between ways people think about this fact of AI and another fact of AI. Crevasses, yeah.
Butt crack.
Ceviches. Dude.
I think
and
Matt is wrong about his ChatGPT argument.
She's... Shut the fuck up.
Because I'm going to use ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. And the fact that she's so quickly already utilizing ChatGPT to prove that she's right in arguments with her fucking boyfriend, dude. No. Hazu.
Japanese.
Okay. Hazu.
Japanese.
All right. Sometimes something is so unacceptable, you need to make up your own word and movement for it, and it can sound like you're from another place. It's just fucking Hazu.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's what that is, dude. If you're one of those people who does that with your friends, with your partner, just fucking to you, friend, I say,
Japanese. Here's what ChatGPT would say. You're absolutely right to challenge that. Let's unpack it a bit. Matt's argument is that it's too early to use ChatGPT to figure out arguments between significant others. Probably comes from skepticism about whether AI can really understand nuance, emotion, and context in intimate relationships. That's a fair concern. In some cases, ChatGPT isn't a therapist, and it doesn't replace honest human connection. But here's the other side of it.
Thanks for throwing me a bone before you slam my ass.
Clarity and objectivity. Sometimes when emotions run high, it's hard to see clearly. Blah, blah, blah. Practice ground. It's a safe space to test how a message might come across. And that's true. Yeah, but still, it's fucking crazy. Not a final judge. Using ChatGPT doesn't mean you're outsourcing a relationship. If Matt is arguing that people might over-rely on ChatGPT, that's fair. But saying it's too early implies that it isn't useful yet, which just doesn't hold up. Wow, they're mad at you.
And of course it is
ChatGPT
it's very
fucking
useful, but
mad
to
at
use
you.
it
And
to
I got your number now.
settle fucking questions between two people in a relationship who've been in that relationship much longer than ChatGPT was even fucking a thought.
Matt's making up a new word to call something. Is that useful?
Doesn't make sense, you know.
ChatGPT worth any shit? Then we'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
That definitely can be useful if it helps people understand something more clearly or quickly, but it also can be confusing or self-serving.
That's completely accurate, actually. That had me real
If
good
it's
right there.
just meant to sound smart without adding real clarity.
Well, that's not.
What do you
meant
think
to
of
sound-
hoods? Yeah. It makes a complex idea easier to discuss, which is
That's exactly
that
what
is
it
what
is.
that is. Yeah. Like, hoods. Like it's like, when they came up with gaslighting. It's like,
Breaking
I
it
get
down. Yep. You know where gaslighting comes from? Do you really though?
Yeah, it's like gotta get out of here. Yeah, get out. I don't know what gaslighting is.
Okay. Do you want to know?
Okay, what?
It's really simple and kind of stupid. The movie Gaslight. And
Right. I did know this. You told me this.
Yeah. It literally comes from the plot, the machinations of the movie.
Machinations.
Machinations.
Hey, you want to take a ride on my Love Machine, baby? Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Yep, hate it. Batman and Robin, Christopher O'Donnell, don't do it.
I love it, dude. I love it.
Same.
I love it.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And the movie was made in
What?
Gaslight, 1944.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's-
That's not how it went down, bitch. That's one of the lines.
And then they almost immediately remade it.
Actually, you stupid hoe, it didn't happen. That's part of it. That's not what I remember, and it's also the truth, what I remember.
Yeah, that's the classic one, yeah.
Oh, and look at that. Go directed by George Cukor. So he's Cuck, maybe that's why he was overcompensating.
Got
Ingrid Bergman.
Charles Boyer. Actors like that are just forgotten for history, while Ingmar Bergman is considered like the greatest actress of all time. Isn't that weird?
I
Ingrid
don't know.
Bergman, rather. Sorry, not Ingmar.
I mean, you're gaslighting me.
Ingmar is the director. Unrelated.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Who cares?
Wait, is she unrelated? No, she's related, yeah.
Who cares? So next one.
Isabella Rossellini.
Lost your mind.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Matt. So, like Chris, I'm a big fan of listening to people talk about stuff that they're really interested in, even though me, myself, I'm not interested in that
Yeah.
kind of topic. I think
Welcome
it's
to the
cool
club,
when people
man.
are like
So
passionate
am I.
about something.
I said that too, not him.
And you guys are really
relax.
into movies, which I'm not.
Oh, interesting.
I was wondering, have you guys ever like told us your favorite movies of all time, or like given us your top
Interesting.
3 or top 5 or something?
No.
I was curious which movies you guys consider as your favorites.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my question.
That's a
Thank
good
you
question.
guys. A lot
Okay.
of love from Norway. Chris, you should come to Scandinavia.
I will.
All right, bye guys.
I'll do it when I want, though.
Honestly, that was the best possible framing for that question I could possibly imagine.
I always, whenever someone asks me that, though, about best movie, favorite movie, you have to delineate between best movie and favorite movie. Those are different. Those are different movies.
It's
They
whole
can be the
other
same.
argument, but I don't agree. But I understand.
It can be the same.
Yeah, for me it is.
It is?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, but that's because you're in the business, so that makes sense. But I could be like for instance, one of my favorite movies is Swingers. Would I say it's one of the best movies? That's really hard to say. You know what I'm saying?
You could say that. And then
Yeah,
that
I
would
know,
be
but
your
but like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's not like that has a feeling of, oh, they were able to put this together on a shoestring budget. I can't believe they did it. It was almost like they and this is not taken away from them. It's amazing, but they accidentally came up with this. They figured out what this was on the way, right? Whereas a movie like Heat or what's the one with the Black Swan, that was specifically made that way. And they nailed it. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in this
so
case,
now you agree with that.
we should just, for clarity's
Okay,
sake, just
fine.
say favorite then.
Okay, so favorite. Okay, so swingers, husbands, I love it. And yeah, I mean, the one that jumped to mind is like, it's always like Heat, or I love fucking RoboCop. I love Total Recall.
We can do 5 if you want.
Yeah. So here's another example of a best movie, but favorite would be Crazy. Speak No Evil.
Yeah.
A fucking masterpiece. I don't ever want to watch it again. You know?
The original one.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah. But these are just, I don't know the top. I don't know the order, but these are the, you know.
Bad Lieutenant, the first Bad Lieutenant, the original Bad Lieutenant by Abel Ferrara. Apocalypse Now.
Never seen it.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't like war movies, but it's
get
more like
that.
I don't want to see the war movies.
I get that, and it is obviously a war movie,
Yeah.
but
I'll see it.
it's kind of not too.
Well, the best movies are more about more than just one thing, right?
Yeah, of course. And gotta put them both, because I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, they're interchangeable. They're the same movie. No, they're demonstrably different.
Okay.
In fact, they're so different. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I want to smack you in the
Well, I
head.
wonder what the hell you're going to say.
Goodfellas and Casino, both,
Are both in there?
basically equally too.
Wow. They're not the same movie. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah,
I mean, they're the same genre, sure.
and it's easy to
I get it. Yeah,
make
both
the
about
joke
mobs.
that
Yeah.
same directors,
Yeah.
same mobster actors, whatever. But yeah, Casino is like as far as film design, a film designed from A to Z. Casino is the most impressive
Casino,
thing I've
yeah.
ever seen in my life.
Why?
It's just every single image from corner to corner to corner to what's in the middle of the screen,
Yeah.
to the words coming out of the characters' mouths, to the characterization of the characters themselves, the evocation of the actual time during which it takes place. It's also just one of the best cast movies. Like,
Yeah, it is.
James Woods is in that. He's got a tiny role, but he's so fucking good in it. It's
Fucking
like shit
Don
like
Rickles.
that. Don Rickles is crazy good in it. Tiny role.
Do you see that outtake where he's like, "Come on, De Niro, what are you gonna do? You breathing?"
No.
Oh, it's so funny, dude. He fucking just always roasting.
There's outtakes from that movie? I would
He's like,
wanna
"What are you gonna
see
do? You
that
breathing
for
thing?
sure.
Come on, fucking act." So how do you forget your line? Something like that. Do the breathing thing. Something like that.
Who's
It's
that
really funny.
guy, the Joe Bob guy on Shudder, Anthony?
Joe Bob?
Joe Bob,
I don't know which
come on, late night show.
Oh yeah,
Joe-
yeah.
You know that guy? Was it Joe Bob?
No, it's
Billy
something.
Billy Bob?
It's Billy is in there.
Billy Joe's Drive-Thru, something like that?
Yeah. What the
Okay, yeah.
frick is it?
He's awesome. He has his own Shudder show now.
Yeah.
And he is in Casino.
Yeah. Yes.
Billy Bob's
Joe
Drive-Thru.
Bob Briggs? No.
Joe Bob Briggs.
that
There it is.
Billy. I thought it was Billy. Okay.
We all did. Joe Bob Briggs. That's him.
Okay.
The guy that plays Joe Bob Briggs is in Casino. And
Yeah.
he's
What is that guy?
fucking awesome, dude. He's one of those guys. He's
Weird,
such
right?
He's such a lost kind of thing from another time. Back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even the
Well,
90s.
he's basically Twitch.
He's
He's like
right.
a streamer,
yeah.
the first streamer.
There were, dude. Paul Thomas Anderson's dad was a version of this. The local TV stations had
so weird,
their late night like characters, okay, and like in this case, this was Joe Bob Briggs, and he ended up on TNT late at night in the late 80s and early 90s, and he would play only his favorite horror films. So it would be like everything from like Texas
in
Chainsaw
Casino.
Massacre to fucking whatever the
Yeah.
lake murder lake with like 8 naked fucking sorority girls. It's just like cheap B movie horror stuff presented by him. And then at commercial breaks, he would talk about how it's going so far, and then at the end, he'd recap the whole movie. They brought the show back on Shudder.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. Yeah.
And then the crowning achievement between all that, Joe Bob Briggs shows up in Casino as a guy who he plays a key figure. He's a guy that gets hired by the gaming commission. De Niro doesn't want to hire some kid just because the gaming commission says they have to, but it's like a favor to the governor or something. And it puts De Niro at odds with like the true money in Vegas. And he's just like some visitor from Brooklyn or whatever the fuck, you know? But and it's like, you better give him a job. And he's like, yeah, I tried. He's a fucking moron. I can't. He had 3 jackpots on one watch. He's not fucking good. He's not doing his job. And they were like, can you give him one more chance? And then he's just like, I'm sorry, I can't. And he walks away, and then the camera stays on the fucking cowboy guy that was like pushing him to get a job. And it's like, from that point, that's the turning point. It's like shit gets hard for them now because they fucked with the good old boys. Their heads got too big.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. And so, and they redid that show now, and now it's on Shudder, and it's got, wow,
He does the same thing now, same act. It's amazing. And Diana Prince, the porn star, plays his.
That's a porn star now?
I don't know if she still does.
Oh, she's an older porn star.
She
Got it.
plays his like right hand girl. Like she comes to bring him a beer or popcorn.
Is it
or
like an
whatever.
Elvira thing? Like a kind of.
That's the vibe of her. Yeah,
right.
I went on a date with her. So congratulations, everybody.
real life?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like way
Yeah.
long.
Look
ago.
her up. So it's like Elvira, only she's sucking cocks. Okay, so
This chick right here.
I can't tell.
I don't know. Type in Diana Prince. God,
That looks
man.
like her though.
Sometimes I'm like, Anthony, get your fucking boner in the right direction.
Oh, okay. So that was the name of Wonder Woman. That's
So go porn, right? Porn after.
yeah, porn.
So let's go Diana Prince porn.
Not Joe Bob Briggs porn.
Nope.
We don't want that. Okay.
Briggs Drive. He writes.
My Briggs Drive Hero.
Briggs Darcy. Who the fuck is Darcy?
Oh, that's her character's name on the show. You're right. Yeah. There she is.
On the left?
Yeah. Wow, she got so much work done. Look
Well,
at that.
yeah, as they do. Click it, and so it's bigger, so I can see what is it kind of. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh, they're selling. Wow.
Just busted so hard, Anthony. Oh wow. Oh wow.
I mean, the face she's making.
Oh wow. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not jealous.
How about people whose lips
I'm not
look
jealous.
like they end here, but then go all the way to here, like they're
Like
the Joker.
Heath Ledger
Yeah,
in the Joker.
Exactly.
Wow, a lot of Joker.
She
talk.
has that.
Okay. Well,
All right, let's do the next one. We stuck with this one on. So many tangents on this one. Wait, what did I say? What did we say?
I don't even know what.
Yeah,
we
those are
started
my
talking
movies.
about. Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
those are his movies.
They're up there. There's a lot of other ones up there though. They interchange.
Also, all of Kubrick's movies. Okay, go.
Oh, see, that's another one. I do. I love it. Eyes Wide Shut would be in there for sure. When I see Eyes Wide Shut.
2001, the Shining. It's all good. Dude.
Those wouldn't be in mine.
Full Metal
They're
Jacket.
great. They're great.
Full Metal Jack Off, if you know what I mean.
No.
Hey, Matt and Chris.
Ears
Just
on
saw
the top
you
of
in
her
Rhode
head.
Island, Chris. You were
yeah.
hilarious. As always, it was a perfect date night for my husband and I. Thank you.
Cranston, Rhode Island.
I am looking for advices on traveling with a toddler. We've traveled with her before, but she's been a baby and wasn't really into everything, but she is almost to and into everything. What do you guys do when you travel with your kiddos to keep them entertained, but also keep you sane? Any advices is truly appreciated. Love you guys.
Why did kiddos become a thing? People, everyone says kiddos now.
Yeah, it's like how doggos became
doggos.
Dogs became doggos. Yeah.
Or my wife calls me husbando. Yeah, husbando and wifeo.
Spanish.
We're superheroes.
Spanish.
Unhand her. It's husbando. Yes, stop trying to fuck my wife. She's my wife, wifeo. Wifeo, come here. Oh, husbando. Get out of here. You can't fuck my wife. Oh, he can fly? Why is he fucking husbando? He should be fly guy. Don't fuck my wife. I love how Matt just checks out when he knows I'm going to do a long bit.
I mean, sometimes
I know, I get it,
only
dude. I get
I
it,
can only
dude.
listen so long to him. You know?
Talk to my wife. Talk to my wifeo, dude. She is often fucking Dr. Not listens because she gets so fucking Mr. Sick of it. That's her Mrs. Sick of it. That's her fucking superhero. What'd you say? I didn't hear it. I was busy over here doing something else. Oh, Dr. Bitch. You're AKA Dr. Bitch. Listen to husbando. All right. He's back to his phone because I took the bit over again. But anyway, we can go back to the thing. What would the person ask? Oh, travel. Get a mustache, put it on the toddler, and then when it does stuff like get into stuff like that you don't even want to wear, like that's a man that I have no idea what that man is doing.
Call security and say, who is this man?
Yeah.
So everybody knows you got nothing to do with her. Him.
Who is this short man
With my last name?
that responds to a female's name?
Wait, his passport just fell out of my bag. What?
Yeah.
He has the same last name as me.
And he shaved?
Who is this man? Yeah. Dude, just do what I think everyone does, which is possess an iPad.
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's the
iPad charged.
And if you're not going to be a screen family, which I do understand,
yeah, of course,
just that can be your time where you use it.
Yeah,
because
and let them know only on planes
or in the airport.
Yeah.
It makes life so much easier, but it's also detrimental. Like I don't let my kids do screens too much. Sometimes Kristen will. I'll be like, "Fuck, this is too much." But she has a less of a. I guess we're talking about strictness of it. I'd be more strict on it. But
why do you think you're strict about it?
Because I can see it would for sure become a problem.
But what define the problem?
You're addicted to it. You want to use it all the time. You want to, some people are addicted to their phones and they're just on them all the time. I don't want my kid to grow up and do that. And I guess that's
true. Yeah,
it's up to him, but everything's going to change anyway. In 10 years, it's going to be augmented reality anyway. So who knows? Maybe it's a moot point. But iPads particularly. And a TV show like that, man, it is crazy. The YouTube shit, like just people watch YouTube, like them, they don't give a fuck about shows. They just want to watch like
those are shows,
right?
In a lot of ways, people have live streams for hours and hours.
Yeah.
People just tune in over and over and over again.
About that with our cousin the other day.
It's crazy.
That's just like I just turn on Twitch and kind of like flip back and forth.
That's the way of the future. 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 The way of the
Having
future.
a stroke.
The way of the future. The way of the future. The
Having
way
a
of the
stroke.
future. The way of the future.
Okay.
The way of the future.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So just iPad is the way to go. And if you're not going to do that, then you're just going to be prepared. Buckle down.
Bring a fucking parachute because somebody will need it.
Okay. Next one.
What up, Matt? What up, Chris?
Piercing.
So I'm gonna try to speed through this.
Handsome.
I'm from Alabama.
But why does he have
My
a
mom
filter?
and my brother are very religious, Southern Baptists, and me and my brother are real tight. We can have disagreements and still be cool. My relationship with my mother is taking a toll because I just think a lot of what the church does is hypocritical.
Oh yeah.
Them and my mom will always say to
No, you don't say
trust
tits
in
and
the
pussy.
power of prayer, believe in the power of prayer. And I always say, like, if that's the case, they should put their money where their mouth is and not ask their members for money once a week and just trust in the power of prayer. Another thing is,
very logical.
They would love to say God's an all-loving God. He loves unconditionally.
Know where this is going.
Well, not if you're homosexual. Not if you're a woman wanting to lead the church or God forbid, be the Pope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one, the latest conversation with my mom, we're talking about this and she's like, God gave up his only son for you. And I said, well, really, he just, he sent Jesus down to earth for 33 years and then Jesus rejoined him in heaven. So he didn't give him up in the way we perceive giving things up. And, she didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. And I get it.
Damn.
And my mom's also disabled. She tried to commit suicide when she was 16, shot herself in the stomach, and she has a condition now called drop foot.
Okay.
And she said in the past that she wishes that she would just die so God could take her to heaven so she can be healed again. And
Okay.
I don't want to get into that. I'll get emotional, but
Sorry.
Okay.
I just was looking for y'all's opinion on how to I guess talk about this with my mother and try and like mend this relationship before it gets. I won't let it get out of hand, but I can't believe what she believes. So thank you.
I think you just tell her. The very last thing you just said. Is it mom or grandma? Sorry, Mom, I love you, and I love you more than I've ever loved anyone, and probably more than I ever will love anyone in my life. There are some core things we're never going to agree about. And I believe that is okay because I have no different feelings toward you or about you because of them. I would love it if we could get on sort of the page we've been on most of our lives, all of our lives up to now, maybe. If you can see past these sort of differences of belief, then we can stay being who we've been our whole lives till we die. Frankly, till you die, because you're way fucking older and sicker than I am, but till we die.
Yeah, I guess I would say that too. I mean, the problem is like the old way of doing things always feels like that. The older people feel like they got elected. Like I was thinking about this today, about like how much comedy is changing and stand up, and just like how people now want it to be like this thing, like that is either a game show or a fucking crowd work thing or something else besides just stand up, and it's like. To me, I'm like, that sucks because I love stand-up, but maybe that's just stand-up changing. And that's me being old. Obviously it's a much different thing than what you're talking about, but, it's tougher for the older person set in their ways to not judge the younger people because, they feel like they're older and smarter and wiser and they know and you don't. And, I knew a guy with drop foot, dude.
I was going to ask.
It's like it's something like you can't do this with your foot. You can't move this.
Oh.
So it's just like always down. So like you're like this doesn't work. I don't know if it's your Achilles or something. So they put this thing on your whole knee that helps you walk. But you walk like, it's like the Penguin had drop foot. Did you see the show? Or at least it looked like you did. I don't know.
Drop foot?
Yeah.
Damn, that's just a rough sounding thing.
Drop foot sounds pretty dope, honestly, for a condition.
Yeah.
It sounds like a superhero. Oh no, it's drop foot. Yeah, that's it. It just like
oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. A guy had it in rehab because he got shot.
General term for lifting the front of the foot, sometimes called drop foot.
Oh, the front of it. So it's the shin, yeah. Like area. Like you can't it's not the Achilles, it's the other side. That doesn't you can't lift it up, not point it down.
Oh, they shouldn't have said that then.
No.
They explained it wrong the first time I read it.
Yeah, you can't lift it up. So yeah.
So how do you get it to be on the ground again?
I don't think you can. I think that you might be able to do some sort of rehabilitation, but not if it's really bad. Whoa, that guy's feet. Jesus. Yeah, that sucks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that would suck if you couldn't do that because you wouldn't be able to walk right. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I knew a guy with that. It was tough. He got shot and then had drop foot. Same thing. But
really?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Next one.
Fuck.
What up, Chris? What up, Matt? I love you guys.
Oh, a guy in
I have
GTA.
a question for you. I've lost recently 310 pounds exactly. So my last weigh-in, that was yesterday.
Shit.
I have done this for the past year and a half, so it's been quite a fast
Wow.
weight loss journey given how much I've lost. I remember I tried to go to a show once and I couldn't actually fit in the chair, so I had to leave. I was too embarrassed to even ask for money back. I said, you know what? I deserve this. I'll just take this shame and run with it.
Yeah.
But my question is, now that I've lost a good amount of weight, how do I maintain? What do you guys do to maintain the weight? How do you guys stay looking the way you do?
Damn.
It would be nice to have some tips, have some tricks to be able to also have the Lord of the Rings filmed on my back as well.
Yeah.
I love you guys
Well,
very
at
much.
least it's not
Can't
filmed on
wait
your
to
belly
see you live,
anymore.
Chris.
Dude,
Come back to Dallas soon.
Heck yeah, bro.
I love you.
Love it. Dude, that is a substantial amount of weight in a year and a half.
That is, you lost as much weight as a very fat man.
I don't
I don't think
know what
as
you're
much
saying.
as a
I
fat
know
man
what
would
you're
lose.
saying.
The total you lost is the full amount of weight of a very fat man.
It's hard to believe.
It is.
Asking us opinions on this is not the dude. I couldn't be 500 pounds or whatever you were. So
certainly not now.
there's no way I could even do that. So my weight fluctuating. Like sometimes I'm like, man, I got to stop eating. I ate ice cream the other night, the whole thing. And I'm like, I can't do that again. And then the next night I did it too. And I haven't done it since, but that was like over a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, it's always, to me, it's like the late night eating. Like last night I was with Evan and we were watching, what the fuck movie? Oh, Freewaka. And
what?
It's the first Irish speaking language horror movie. Freewaka, it's called.
All right.
It was all right. But, and I was eating Pringles, and I was like, I only ate some Pringles, and I was like, that's good. That was good. Okay, cool. Now I don't feel like a piece of shit. But it's really hard those cravings are fucking hard. I don't know how you did what you did. That is, Jesus Christ, man.
Must
I don't
have been
know.
a strong feeling that day
Yeah.
at the theater, man.
But if you can do that, then you can keep it up. I know that for sure. Like, because you did the hard part.
You did the hard part that seems not
Maintaining is way easier than
possible.
So I guess I don't know your habits. If it's eating all the time, or if it's just sitting and never working out, or it's probably a little bit of both. But like, you now figured out how to do it. The only way to do it. There's this thing. This is crazy, but there's this thing you can look it up on your own time, guys. But it's they made this bike that when you pedal backwards, you move forwards. And when you pedal forwards, it goes backwards. It was like nobody could do it because it was such a fuck with their mind, right? And this guy tried to do it, really put his all into it, and figured out how to do it in like 8 months. Okay? It took a really long time for the guy to do it, whatever it was. It might not have been 8 months, but it was like, what? And it was because we've already programmed the inner learn how to go forward, right? So the first guy who did it was like, this is how long it took me. I finally figured it out, whatever. And then they were like, and then so after that, he couldn't do it the other way.
right.
He couldn't do it the other way because he was like, wait, hold on, I got to go, hold on. So he was like, I'm going to try and redo it and make it go so I go forward, like forward is forward. And it took him about 2 hours to relearn it, okay? So the point is, you're building the neuroplasticity of your brain by learning how to do something by repetition over and over again, not eating when you're not supposed to, working out every single day. It gets easier as it goes, and then you figure out how to do it. And the second you fucking slip up, you're in trouble because it's that much easier to relearn your bad behavior. And so the trick is just, you've relearned how to ride the bike. You cannot start slipping because guys like you, guys like me, you start slipping and you're fucked, dude. You're fucked, dude. It's so, and not me with food, but it's just like, it's a really interesting thing. There's a video on it. You could look it up, the bike ride thing. But
Don't compare yourselves to us and how we eat. If you ate like I eat, you'd be 310
Yeah, you'd
pounds
be fat.
heavier by fucking
Yeah,
November.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
It's just some bodies
Yeah,
are
that
fucking
sucks.
different, man, and that's it. But what doesn't suck is that you lost 310 pounds, dude. Not only do you, I'm positive, look so much healthier and feel so much better, just like there's not that much strain on your body anymore. You're so much
dude, I see
more healthy.
Sometimes I see fat people. I'm like,
By alone, but that
walking around,
alone, the
just- yeah.
strain you just took off yourself. That'd be like if like a big, huge guy was on my back all day, every day.
gay,
What the fuck?
gay.
How can we make that happen?
Well, maybe or a fat woman, dude. If you're not gay. Not that it's wrong, but you figure out you're gay.
Or I'd get a big fat woman on my back. Whatever. The point is the
Chevy
the
chaser.
point is the poundage.
How about
not the
two
person.
fine women?
But
Guy likes fat chick.
dude, what I would do if I would look
Three
into fucking foods.
awesome chicks on the
Shut the fuck
Okay,
up.
I'm just saying.
Look into kinds of foods that
Three
are
versions of my wife, so my wife doesn't get mad. Go ahead.
filling, that were healthy, that didn't add weight, like, obviously no fucking crazy sugar shit. But like there's this is one of the things that the internet being available makes
Yeah, true.
life so much easier. Like there's so many people who have been in your position before. I lost the weight. Now what? That's almost there should be a whole other cottage industry just based on that. Because
Now what? It's called.
It should be called Now What.
Now
It
what
should
do I
literally
eat?
be called Now What, because so many people
Yeah.
lose the weight and then they're not going to stay on the fucking diet because that's not the point.
Yeah, it's too hard.
They get to where they're going and then it's like, well, I guess I'll have a Dr. Pepper and a fucking burger. It's like, no, dude.
One burger, Dr. Burger, go.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Just look
Wow,
up
that sucks, dude.
how to eat healthy to keep weight off after losing a lot, and read at least I can't even imagine how many fucking blog posts and articles are up in that vein. It's just gonna be 100, and read them.
Salads suck, dude.
But you don't have to be that boring. You don't have to turn into a fucking
I
gorilla.
know. I found a good trail mix the other day. It was like crazy good.
From where?
Trader Joe's. I have to ask Aunt Michelle. It was so good. Yeah.
I've had a Trader Joe's trail mix before.
Did you like it?
What color was they got all different
Brown.
kinds.
I mean, trail mix is always brown or yellow.
No. What color was the bag?
Brown. Red, brown.
The bags are clear with a certain kind of color in a triangle that say the kind of trail mix it is.
The most
There's purple.
boring a podcast has ever been. But yeah.
There's purple. There's yellow. I think there's brown.
Purple or brown. I don't know.
Purple's the shit.
Why?
I don't
It's got
know.
cranberries in it?
Yeah.
It had cranberries or something in it.
No, one of them's got chocolate in it.
I don't know what it had. But anyway,
If it's got chocolate, if it's in Aunt Michelle's house, it has chocolate in it.
true.
Yeah, so let's be real.
No, because it was in a salad. So there was no chocolate. She put it in the salad, so there's definitely not chocolate in it. Anyway, whatever it was, I want to find out, and I'm going to fucking say it on this thing, and then you're going to eat it all day long. But that aside, salads are pretty fucking bad, and it sucks, and I feel you, but you don't want to die, bro. You know?
Yeah, well, what's better, eating salads or dying?
Eating salads is better than dying.
Thank you very
I
much.
think. I mean, unless, who knows? Maybe you die and it's a fucking party. I don't even mean like heaven. Maybe it's just like constant, you're in the champagne room. Maybe that's what death is. You go to the champagne room and just,
Maybe.
I hope so. But I would say that guy probably, that guy has some dope TikToks that he's done.
Like what kind of shit?
Like where he starts off fat and then it cuts to
Oh,
boom, and
yeah,
he's just like,
yeah. In like a suit that actually fits,
It's like, leave on in my hand, in my hand. Leave on in my hand, my hand. He's so fat and that fucking.
Yeah, for sure that.
Why that song, dude?
I don't know. I
What
couldn't think of one.
What song was that?
It's just fucking.
Fuel?
Fuel. Just fucking. Leave on in my hand, in my hand. Leave on in my hand, in my hand, Those TikToks, dude. They get real loud and everyone gets real fit right in the middle of it.
I just don't like TikTok. Are people loving it, dude? What's up with it? I feel like everyone I talk to is like, it's too much for me, but it's so popular.
But this is the thing
is
about
it the kids? Is it the kids?
No, this is the thing about TikTok.
Okay.
It has normalized something that is not supposed to be something you watch.
Okay.
Dude, it started as a lip sync app,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, I
and
knew
you
that,
and remember when you just see one of those and your soul would die?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
You'd see like and you'd be like death to my soul, right? And they kept doing it. They kept putting it. I want to be a billionaire so fucking bad. And then people kept doing it. You kept seeing it. And every time your soul would die a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. And then they added the good stuff into it, like I lost 300 pounds. Leave my head. In my head.
Wow, being so loud. That is crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then we got indoctrinated into this way of, oh, my soul's dead.
Yeah.
And I can watch this now. And I'm addicted. You know? You gotta make a TikTok about that. Fucking just outside on a hike. Leave me on head, bird watching. Leave me on head.
That would be a good TikTok account.
Fuck yeah, dude. Drop it, but you put it on TikTok and then, you know.
12 views.
What?
You get 12 views.
Yeah. So it's
Start
just,
of breath, start of breath, start of breath.
Well.
All right. Well, I think we'll wrap this up.
Yeah?
Now. That was pretty good.
What do you think about how
I thought it was good. I'm gonna listen to that song on
today
the album.
more than that song's dope, dude. You know that song, Anthony?
Yeah, of course.
Of course he does.
You know the way I do it, and then you knew it right away.
Yeah.
I'm a good singer, or what? Well, so my rendition was good, though, right?
No.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah.
I have a theory about that guy in Fuel.
What about him?
What's the theory?
He is, and I am. I've thought about this for years. He is the best lay. He fucks the best out of all the guys.
Why?
Look, first of all, bring him up.
Pull him up.
Bring him up.
Well, there's multiple now.
Well, the one who does the
Original
fucking
lead
leave me on, yeah.
Brett Scallions?
Him.
Brett Scallions?
Sure.
You think is? Oh wait, no. Which one?
The one, the blonde one on the third. That guy. I think. Do the jean jacket one. Do the jean jacket one. Go
the
back.
fucking jean jacket
Do
one.
the jean jacket one. Click it big. So
Make
it's
it
big.
fucking bigger.
Like you're fucking him, so we could see it big. That guy, I just confirmed it within myself. Oh yeah, he is. He murders the pussy, dude. You know what he does? He puts his fucking feet on a woman's butt, dips his cock lower than the butt, okay? So his knees are above his eyes like a frog, and fucks in like that with his knees up, feet above his dick. Leave me in my head. I promise you that dude fucks. Better than women are. They go like this. They fuck him once and they go, I can't. Not only can I not fuck again, I will never listen to any music anymore because Brett Scallions blew my back.
That alone makes me disagree with you. His name is Brett Scallions. Fine musician. I totally disagree with you. Next episode, I'll come back, tell you who I think is the best at fucking. It's not
dude,
him.
If you have to think about it, dude, it's Brett Scallions. Scallions, dude.
No, it's James.
It's Jim Parsley.
No, dude, it's James Hetfield. James Hetfield. James Hetfield from Metallica.
No, it's not. It's not.
Look him up now.
I'm telling you, the best fucker is a wiry dude that can put his feet above a chick's ass.
Come on,
and still dip his cock low and keeps his knees up above his head like a frog.
This guy's more wiry than fucking the guy in Fuel.
No, he's not. He's beef. He's beef.
I don't
Not
think
more
so,
wiry
dude.
than Lee Byung-hae.
I don't think so.
I cannot fucking wait to listen to that song on the way home. I can't wait, and then just blow into the door on the way home and be like, honey, up to the bedroom and for her to be like, no, I'm painting the balusters on the stairs. And then just me in the bedroom by myself. In my head. Later with my wife. And that's a TikTok.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in again.
Thank you, guys. Went off
You
the
make the
rail.
show roll, and make sure you're signed up for the show's Patreon. Patreon.com/Lifeline Luxury. Make sure you're signed up for your boys solo Patreon. Patreon.com/Matt D'Elia. It's very close to not being free anymore, so get in there now.
And also, go see my show. Dude, that's what I'm going to walk out to, is that Fuel song.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be the new tour one. All right, thank you very much. Go chrisley.com. See me come out to Fuel. Leave me on head on that, on the, whatever that song's called, Leave Me on Head, by Fuel and Brian Scallions, and I will fucking go out to the tour on that. Yes.
You are going to sleep like a baby.